12,000 kilobits per second. So if you're looking at the chart, now you can see what quality you can stream at. So I have 12,000 kilobits per second, and the highest one is 1080p 60 frames per second, and that only takes 6,000 kilobits per second. But you always want to add in a buffer in case family's watching Netflix or downloading videos or playing World of Warcraft. So I'm going to take about 30% off of what my bitrate is, which leaves us roughly with about 9,000 kilobits per second, which is still plenty of bitrate to be able to stream at the highest. However, I choose not to stream at the highest one because if people are on their phones and their mobile data isn't that high, chances are they're not going to be able to stream your Twitch stream at 1080p 60 frames per second, and it's going to be super choppy for them. So what I like to do is meet everybody in the middle at 720p 60 frames per second. It only takes 4,500 kilobits per second, so I think that's a nice trade-off for having a quality looking stream while also making it accessible for everybody to be able to watch and not letting the mobile users or someone with a bad internet connection not be able to watch your stream. Now we need to scroll up and see if we have an NVIDIA NVEC or if we have X264. And we can do that by going into our Streamlabs settings really quick. Go on.
So last year when things started going south, I went on Fiverr to find
under output, and then from here you'll click this drop down of the encoder, and if you have NVEC, that means you have an NVIDIA card, and then if you don't, it'll just say X264 and you'll use that one. So you'll either use one or the other. If you have an NVIDIA card like me, we'll be using this side. If you don't have an NVIDIA card, you'll be using this side. So now let's scroll down. We want to do 720p by 60 FPS. So let's go into our settings and input this information. So I brought them up side by side so we can compare, but let's actually go to the video tab first. For your base canvas resolution, I would recommend that you do 1920 by 1080p because that's what majority of games are run at, and that's what's going to keep it simple and work for pretty much majority of the computers out there. Now we want to take a look over here where it says resolution, and we want to have that as 1280 by 720p as our output scaled resolution. So you're going to want to match the one in the chart to your output resolution because we want to stream at 720p, so it needs to be 720p for the output resolution because that's what we're outputting to the stream. For your downscale filter, you're going to want to use the 32 samples. For the FPS type, you want to use